The sinking field. The sinking field. We're getting closer to the one that you want me to read, Zeno. After this one, we get to 1974. Okay, Euclid. Why is that an adult toilet? Exactly. The area for 100 meter around SCP-1973 has been fenced off. Low voltage electric fencing has been employed to deter a member of the public. Inspection of the fence is to be carried out every fortnight. The crew of -1 are to be kept in suitable on-site housing units and provide the equivalent of level 1 clearance. In the interest of site security, they are not permitted past the perimeter fences. -1 itself is to be housed in a sealed section of the facility garages. One guard is required to be on watch at any one time as a contingency. Description: SCP-1973 appears to be a standard if extremely and perpetually muddy field located in the state of Redacted, USA. Persons entering the field will not experience any unusual phenomena. However, vehicles, manned or otherwise, will sink entirely within 2 to 5 hours, verified by the use of numerous test vehicles. There appears to be no correlation between size/mass of vehicle and sinking time. The only vehicle to exit SCP-1973 to date, -1, is a U.S. Army M48A3 Patton main battle tank of Troop A, 3rd Squadron, 5th Cavalry Black. That's fucking longest ass title. Point of origin discovered upon interviewing crew. No anomalous activity has been reported in or by -1 or crew since recovery. Both are in the equivalent condition as a similar age counterparts. Fortnite Epic Game reference. Or, you know, the original meaning of Fortnite, which means a couple nights. I forgot, how many nights is it again? A fortnight? Is that like 14? No, is it? I hate that I have to like... Yeah, no, 14 consecutive days, that's what it is. Yeah, I was right. Fortnite is 14 days, 2 weeks. Transfer of interview 1973. Interviews Lieutenant. Is that does red stand for retired? Keeler or Keeler. Researcher as the forward as the commanding officer of -1, or as he calls it, Jeannie, or Jeannie. Actually, it's more like Jeannie. Lieutenant Keeler was selected as the most appropriate to be interviewed. After undergoing psychiatric evaluation and a subsequent course of antidepressant, he has been cleared as psychologically healthy despite further minor symptoms of PTSD. Begin log 1103, 12/7/1993. Lieutenant Keeler. Ray. You can call me Ray, Doc. Okay, Ray. I understand you are aware of your current listing as MIA? Yeah, I've been told. It also has been explained that you will not be returned to the military or indeed a normal life based on your experience. Shit, yeah, right again. Okay, thank you. Now, can you describe for me the events of... Well, it was just your regular combat maneuvers to start. We're providing infantry support for those grunts. You know what? We were providing infantry support for these grunts around the Ben Head area, I think. Yeah, around there, and just as they were calling the Thunder Chiefs, USAF attack aircraft. To mop things up, we start revising out of there with this patty. Yeah. A little bit of Sylvester Stallone. Was there anything unusual about it? Anything out of the ordinary? No, I didn't even register it really. I mean, it's not like the uncommon. So yeah, so we're getting the hell out of there when we hit the mud of all mud holes. I've seen some nasty shit in my time, with tanks up to the cupolas in crap, but man, this patty was freaking deep. The back end was dug in. I reckoned we had maybe 3 or 4 feet left to sink, max. And well, turns out I was wrong, don't it? We just kept going down, just straight down, easy as you like. As soon as the mud got above the top of the threads and didn't stop, I buttoned up the hatches and told them to wait it out. Didn't want all the paddy water inside, you see? Maybe radio for an M88, armored recovery vehicle or something. We're sitting in Jeannie here, pats the side of Dash-1 affectionately. For what, 3 hours? The air was getting real dry in there by the time I was close to saying to hell with the tank and just running. We didn't even know we'd gone fully under, but I knew we were deep. Next thing, there's a lurch and we're totally level again. So I said to Kid, have a look out. He does. Tell us to look. We do. Man, I still don't believe what I saw. Like a mechanic's wet dream. Man, it went on for miles. Can you elaborate? I don't know. Thousands of vehicles, thousands like goddamn constellation in this endless blackness. We were drifting around, or they were. Probably both. There were no reference points, just us all in this space, I suppose. Jesus, we spent so long there. I don't know how long we had drifted there, but it's more than I care to imagine. We saw a damn sight more than your average tankman, I tell you. It was a museum and a sci-fi flick all in one. I saw a beaten up Model T, dozens of Chevys and Cadillacs, all Panthers and this one thing. It was like no car I'd ever seen. All curves and spoilers, like 2001 A Space Odyssey. How apt. Yeah, I guess. There were people in them, but they were moving like they were in molasses or something, in slow motion. Then as suddenly as we arrived, we were falling down away from the great cloud of automobiles. We saw some others falling too, but they just faded into the nothingness. We kept on going through the black, then it was white, then just blue, a dark sky. We were like dolphins out of the ground. It was a beautiful moment. Thought I'd never see that again. I watched them fall asleep or something. My crew, I mean, one by one. Then I must have done the same. Next thing I'm in a warehouse with you guys. Some grand adventure home, huh? When your car becomes sentient and saves your life. Don't forget that. They say Jeannie saved them. End log. One end log 1213/12/7/1993. Closing statement. Recovery site of Jeannie hereby designed SCP-1937. 1973. Pardon me. Kyler's account implies the existence of other such wormholes. The possibility of a network is being explored. Crew of Jeannie hereby designated -1 voiced concerns at the confinement to site, but have agreed to remain. Security risk is deemed minimum. Yeah, makes sense. Addendum. The search for the location of the Vietnamese wormhole is suspended as of the 4/9/2001 due to subsequent changes in topography and the associated security risk of a physical sweep of this size. Verification of other suspected sites is proving difficult due to the assumed temporal and proven physical displacement. Attempts to follow the movement of test vehicles via the use of tracking devices has proved fruitless, and thus they remain unrecovered. Christ, you guys still looking for that thing? Finding a damn patty is like finding a haystack in a stack of haystacks, you know? Oh wait, that's Christ, you guys still looking for that thing? Finding a damn patty is like finding a haystack in a stack of haystacks, you know? Lieutenant Kayla, commander of -1. If I'm getting in a car crash, my car better save my life. I think it's less of a car crash, it's more like, you know, it's quicksand that also happens to be a wormhole. So I don't think, and for some reason only a tank so far did okay. Every other car just vanished. Wait, car helm? No, not sure about that. It's literally just, it's more like just, like I said, it's more like a mud hole where the cars just sink and vanish. Doesn't really say that they... At the end, we don't know what they vanished to. From all we know, they could be in a different planet. But Jeannie, the tank, is the only one that managed to navigate through it all. And that's how Kyla ended up in the somehow ended up in the warehouse, safe and sound. That's my headcanon. Okay, sure. I'll leave you be with that headcanon then.